Phobias are acute, sometimes paralyzing fears of a specific stimulus. They could be as specific as a certain breed of dog, or they could be as general as just going outside. One of the most interesting things about phobias is that traditional medicine and psychology have thrown up their hands at the idea of solving a phobia or curing a phobia. There have been no major advances in the treatment of phobia since the 1950s, but where traditional psychology and medicine fails, hypnosis really shines. For example, I had a client recently who was afraid of spiders, and on interviewing her, it came out that whenever she thought of spiders, she would kind of see the spider, and then she would blow it up in her head. So it was a big 6-foot spider and zoom in on it. Then she would imagine it running at her and jumping. And I remember thinking, if I thought that way about spiders, I'd be afraid of spiders too. Now, of course, that's not real. That's a cognitive strategy. It's just like you can take a director who takes a regular looking house, change the lighting, make it nighttime, add some smoke, add some sounds, and suddenly it's a haunted house. Exact same house, but because of how it was presented, it became a haunted house. We do that sort of thing in our heads every single day. We take raw, generic, objective data from the outside world, and we filter it through how we think it's going to be, through our own perceptions. And sometimes, usually those perceptions are useful. They're based on our past experience, but sometimes they're not useful. There's that 1% of the time where it's so debilitating, where it prevents us from leaving the house, or going on a plane, or driving on the highway, or speaking in public, or whatever it is that you really need to do for your health and your happiness. The great thing about hypnosis is that it can normalize how you think about any subject, any stimulus. For example, the lady with the spiders, I had her think about something that she wasn't afraid of, and she selected cats. You're probably not afraid of cats. I'm not afraid of cats. And she wasn't afraid of cats. And when she thought about cats, she just thought about them kind of walking around, doing their business, whatever it is cats do, and that doesn't provoke any fear with her. And essentially, I used the hypnosis to transfer that style of thinking over to spiders. And by the time we were done, she was thinking about spiders in that exact same way. They're just little things that walk around, mind their own business, and just kind of something to be swept outside. Hypnosis is the only treatment that can actually cure phobias. It can go in, take that more useful style of thinking and program it in so that the fear of the stimulus never happens in the first place.